Bro, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Dude.
We will never be slaves!
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, look at my gloves. Never touched before. Brand new. The elf lady with the bow. Ever wondered what it's like to charge through the brutal world of Warcraft like a total boss? Buckle up, because I'm about to take you on a wild ride from level 1 to 60 with all the grit, glory, and insane moments that would make even Guts himself jealous. This is my first time ever playing World of Warcraft Cataclysm Classic. We start in the depths of Northshire Abbey, where my journey began in the dirt and grime of Azeroth. Picture this. A noob with nothing but a rusty sword, facing a world full of monsters and mayhem. Every quest was a blood-soaked battle, every enemy a potential nightmare. I was like a lamb to the slaughter, but this lamb wasn't going down without a fight. All to adventure roared through Azeroth like a dragon. New lands, darker forces, and quests that promised epic loot and legendary status. This was my entry into a world where heroes are forged in the fires of combat. Stakes were higher, the enemies tougher. This is where legends are made or broken, when I faced dungeons that felt like death traps and bosses that seemed invincible. Every setback made me question if I was cut out for this, but hey, quitting was never an option. After dying 3 times in the first hour, Jesus answered my prayer and he sent me a priest homie to quest with. Max level? Can't pull 2 without dying. Now, as a 2-man team, I'm completely stomping through every challenge that had previously given me trouble. We kill Princess, we kill Hogger, we go into Westfall. Charlene's support was a game changer. It was like having the cheat code to success. I told my new friend I was streaming and wouldn't stop until I hit max level. The stakes were set and he was eager to do my challenge with me. Charlene joined my Discord server, link in the channel description, and helped me get a grip on this new, daunting world. He claims to have a max level druid in retail. He answered all my noob questions and insisted that we hit level 15 and spam dungeons, as this would be the fastest way to hit max level. At this point, I was in love with World of Warcraft. Every kill, every quest turned in, every gear upgrade itched the dopamine in my brain like nothing else. I loved questing, making friends, going on adventures, slaying epic dungeon bosses, and watching my character grow. Overall, I hate the dungeon finder button. It teleports you and 4 random people into a dungeon. In Classic, you had to meet people and cinematically travel with them to any given dungeon. They say comfortability is the killer of man. In this case, the killer of World of Warcraft. A fair trade For transmog, only time will tell, but for now the new dungeon finder severely hurt my overall experience in World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft had been turned from a world into a game. With new skills and gear, I dove into the toughest dungeons. This is where the real action happened. Battles were chaotic, high stakes, and utterly relentless. Every encounter was a test of everything I'd learned, a chance to show that I was no longer just another player, but a true warrior. Forged in battle, the battles kept coming, each one fiercer than the last. Allies became trusted comrades, and enemies were as unforgiving as ever. It was a relentless grind, but victory made it worth it. This is where I proved my worth, where I became more than just a player. I became a legend in the making, a true warrior. As I neared the final challenges, the preparations were intense. Every strategy, every piece of gear mattered. This was the ultimate test, the final hurdle before claiming my place among the greats. The anticipation was electric. This was it, the moment that would define everything. The final showdown was nothing short of epic. It was a throttle, no holds barred clash with the ultimate boss. Every move, every tactic was put to the test. Victory wasn't easy, but when it came, it was a rush like no other. The thrill of conquering the toughest challenges made every bit of effort worth it. The rewards were more than just loot. They were testaments to the blood, sweat, and tears that went into the journey. The epic gear and legendary status felt like a well-earned crown. This was the payoff of the ultimate proof that the grind had paid off. Hard work forever pays. I had completed the Westfall and Darkshire quest lines, and then I dungeon spammed my way all the way up to level 55. I learned a ton about the game. I learned how to tank on protection. I learned how to DPS on arms. None of this came for free though. I definitely had to spend hours working on my action bars in front of the training dummies. And now I'm left sitting here at level 60, wondering if I regret it or not. Do I regret not playing Classic instead of Cataclysm? Why am I playing Cataclysm? How is Cataclysm different from Classic and Retail? So many questions, and no direction. That's when, out of nowhere, my older cousin Alex, who had been playing the game since launch until current, pulled up on me. He gave me an axe titled the Lord Alexander's Battle Axe. If you get it, you get it. And then he told me at level 67, I'm going to be dueling his rogue. We chatted for a bit. I told him I was a bit lost, and he took me to where I could start the Burning Crusade at level 58. It was an awesome time. He answered some of my questions about different raids, what level I'd be able to start raiding at, what my next move should be. We talked about the game for a little bit, caught up, and then he had to go to bed, leaving me to get to level 67 and be ready to duel a rogue as soon as possible. A bit overwhelmed with what to do next, I noticed a night elf wearing a really sick looking helmet. So I went up to them and I asked, can I still get that helm? They said yeah. And then we quested and we adventured and we got that helmet. We had to go talk to the warrior trainer in Stormwind, and then we had to ride over to the Blackrock dungeon. And then we two-manned the dungeon up until the quest was done. When we returned, and I had the helm. It was an epic victory, an epic story. A tale I shall never forget. So as I hit level 60, I realized the max level was 85 in Cataclysm. And Retail, which is the modern version, is only level 70 by the way. So here I was thinking, why would I play Cataclysm? The version that Asmongold hates for being too hardcore. Why would I go through all of this? Do I hit level 85? Do I hit level 67? Does anybody care? Why am I doing any of this? I realized I had had a lot of fun along the way, and I had made friends and allies, and memories that I'll never forget. To me, Cataclysm's biggest sins are the group finder and raid difficulties. Now obviously for those of you that play, you guys know what I mean, but for those that don't play, I don't mean how hard the raids are, I mean that the raid has different difficulty settings. I think this is stupid and pointless and silly. It makes the world feel more like a video game and less like a virtual world. This severely hinders my experience. And the group finder too. No longer will you see swarms of people standing outside dungeon entrances. Now everybody just sits at Stormwind and uses the dungeon finder, killing the social aspects of this game. With each expansion, this game gets worse and worse. But which version do you play? Do you play Classic, where everything is as it launched forever? Or do you go and experience the different expansions as they came out in World of Warcraft Cataclysm Classic? Who knows? I guess you should just play them all. Let me know what version you play. Turning to old zones with newfound power and confidence with the victorious tone. Returning to familiar places, I was no longer the rookie who started out. The world felt different, easier, more controllable. The journey had transformed me. I had come full circle, stronger and more confident than ever. The journey didn't end there. I faced new challenges, proving again and again that I was not just surviving, but thriving. Each new challenge was a chance to reaffirm my legend status. And so, I shared what I'd learned with new adventurers. The legacy of my journey wasn't just in the loot of the battles, but in the stories and wisdom passed down. The journey was complete, but the story lived on, inspiring others to blaze their own path. That's a wrap on my World of Warcraft noob to legend status. If this journey fired you up, smash that like button, subscribe for more epic content, and drop your own WoW stories in the comments. Until next time, stay fierce, stay relentless, and may your adventures be nothing short of legendary. What version of WoW you play and why. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the Patreon! Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Peace and blessings, fam squad. Thanks for watching. Amen. Use combines Jang Thrace and Sang Thrace to form the mighty sword Solthace. Oh, there we go. Now we're doing it. We're doing it now, Mr. Krabs? I think we did it. I just think something happened, right? Oh my god. Oh my god! No way, bro!
I was supposed to grow up if I never been raised. I've been broke as fuck, but I was born to get paid. I'm pouring up cups and these shawties get slayed. It's DDX Mark, subscriber, catch the fade.